Play Moose Eats every weekday morning at 7:10.
You're on the Moose. I'm Dub. We've got Patricia from the Rotary Club of Fort St. John joining me now. How's it going this morning, Patricia?
Not too bad. How are you, Dub?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for being here. The Mother's Day run just happened this past weekend.
It sure did.
There was a little bit of weather for it that was maybe unusual for a Mother's Day run, wouldn't you say?
Well, what do you mean? I don't see any snow. There's no snow. That didn't happen.
Yeah,
that didn't happen. No, we definitely had some crazy weather there. Not only was there snow, but quite a bit of wind too, and in the direction, at least halfway for some of the runners. So, everybody who showed up, great job. They literally went out there and got the W.
Now, it was snowing, as I said. Did it make the path, like the route, really slushy? Like, was there consideration for maybe this might be a little dangerous for some of the runners, kind of the morning of when you were getting ready to set it up?
Well, you know what? It was a little bit warm. The paths in town are great. They're paved.
Yeah.
They're maintained. So we didn't get many complaints for slush.
That's good.
Good thing is we had over 20 search and rescue volunteers en route. So if anybody had any issues, they were dispersed in places that would have made it safe for everyone.
That's awesome. And I did see some pictures from the event. I think you said kind of beforehand you were a little surprised at how many people still bothered to come out in spite of the weather. Hey, it was.
You know what, Dub? You can't get me to run on a great day. So for anybody who came out, especially in that weather, like, they are troopers. So, like, thanks to the moms, thanks to all the participants. We had dads, we had kids, we had dogs. It was a really great family event. And, thanks to Mother Nature, too. Let's not forget.
Definitely made it even more memorable event than usual.
Yeah.
I mean, how did it go on kind of the fundraising side of things then? Do you have a kind of a
Well,
finalish
you know
number?
what? We're going to be issuing a check to the Women's Resource Society soon.
Nice.
In the 12 years we've been doing this run, we've raised over $80,000. So I won't spoil the surprise, but
Okay.
we're hoping to make some benchmarks here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You know what? I can't even tell you. The town is really busy right now. There's a lot of events happening, and there's a lot of people that really came on, continued support and newly supported for the run. A lot of people showed up financially and just showed up there as well. So we had, like I mentioned, we had search and rescue out there. Mm-hmm. We had urban systems out there running water stations. They were sitting out in that, maybe they were doing some jumping jacks too, but they were out there, doing that and pounding the pavement. And it was just a really great event to see everybody show up and really support it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And as you say, you're going to be issuing a check very soon because it was all in support of the Women's Resource Society, which they've seen a very tough couple of years with just the number of people coming through their doors needing something has gone way up, eh?
You know what? In regards to everything the Women's Resource Society does, I don't think people really realize the scope. It's not just, handing over money or supplying groceries or items in need. There's a really broad spectrum that comes from helping people in the community, helping moms, helping homeless people, just helping people every day that are in need. And I think a lot of people that are busy fortunate in town are really stepping up and seeing the needs of the community. So they're coming out. We had over 130 people show up and run.
Wow.
And over almost 50 sponsors. So you know what? The community realizes there's a need, and they really showed up.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Already planning for next year's run, I suppose?
You know what? This was my first year actually chairing the event.
Yeah.
Myself and Daniel Holtman kind of took on this. He's done the run a few times. He likes to run, so that's great. So we were a great team for that. I think next year, I definitely had a lot of things to learn this year, so I think next year is going to be that much bigger, that much better. We know we can do it in snow. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll incorporate a rubber boot race. We'll see. It was just, it was really great. And, we haven't had the run in a few years. We've just modified it, done a scavenger hunt or an online race. So yeah, for me to be able to see the full spectrum this year was really encouraging. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, anything else you'd like to say before we wrap things up?
You know
here,
what? I
Patricia?
just really need to make sure I thank everybody.
Sure.
Like everybody that came out, the moms, the participants, the sponsors, you know, everybody who helped us out. Stride and Glide handled all the registration stuff for us. Bull Promotions, WL Construction, Canadian Tire, V Brandel came on this year. So yeah, we've had a ton of support. These guys have been great.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're looking forward to hearing just what that number is going to be and for the day when you present it to the Women's Resource Society. Patricia, thanks so much for coming by and chatting with us about this today.
You're very
I appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you for having me.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at 1